Blog Talk Radio.
Episode of the Grand Order of Divinity with your host, Seth Vetra. Tonight's show is an important show. Important show because I have reason to believe that the African race, otherwise known as blacks, was created by aliens. Now, this show is not intended to be racist. For if you perceive these words to be racially offensive, it is merely a reflection of your own attitude towards other cultures. Before you immediately disregard this topic as utter bull, hear the entire show. Then conduct your own research, and then you may draw your conclusions. You must throw away your brainwashing and indoctrinating history books. You must open your mind and question everything. I will begin with the true black history. A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, BC, a group of beings called the Greys stumbled upon a planet which we know as Earth. Filled with rich resources, the Greys came up with a plan to exploit the Earth for their own personal gain. By genetically manipulating the DNA of the Cro-Magnon and the ape. They created a species of slaves called humans who were used to extract the Earth's resources, gold. Now, being dark-skinned, the slaves could work all day in the sunlight without getting burned. Genetically altered, the slaves were muscular, lean, strong, agile stamina. These traits allowed them to work harder, faster, and longer. That being said, they were also equipped with impressive reproductive sex organs, allowing them to reproduce more efficient slave workers. When the Greys became satisfied with the amount of resources they had procured, they left the Earth to return to their home planet, leaving the slaves behind to fend for themselves. The slaves were captured by light-skinned humans who were created in the own mental image, the intelligence of the alien race. and were forced to work as slaves again, in their nature after all. It is no coincidence that ancient civilizations such as the Mayans, Egyptians, and Indians, that's the Indus Valley Indians, depicted their kings as light-skinned and their slaves as black. Have you ever wondered why the facial features of the black people resemble monkeys and apes so much? As mentioned previously, the black people were created by aliens by genetically altering the DNA of apes. Black people are genetically altered to excel in all physical activities. Have you ever wondered why black people are dominating in sports? Why are they so fast at running? Why are they so lean and muscular? These traits have been passed down to them from their slave ancestors. Because of their hard work ethic, inherited by their slave fathers, they have achieved amazing success in all endeavors. It is possible that the creators of the black slave race did not want them to be too smart. If the slaves were to be too smart, they would soon conspire against their masters. This is why they were designed to be just smart enough to understand orders from the Greys, but not smart enough to plot against them. Is it any wonder why modern black people are so idiotic? Don't be fooled by these so-called smart blacks. They are the exception. Due to their amazing work ethic, they can overcome their low IQs, though this is not the case for most blacks, as most of them do not receive the opportunity to do so. Any wonder why the government has pushed all the black folk into dangerous ghettos to distract them from reaching their true potential? wonder why anthropologists and scientists cannot find the missing link between the Neanderthal and Homo sapien? The reason is because there was never a missing link. Homo sapiens did not evolve from anything, but rather they were created. It is a well-known fact that each race currently living on Earth can trace their origins from beyond the stars. None of us are native to this Earth, including the blacks. This may seem offensive and racist to many. However, you must raise your vibration and go beyond that. Only then can you perceive things with a brighter light and be proud of your roots. For in the grand scheme of things, we are all one. This is Set Vetra, and this is the Grand Order of Divinity. Good night.